position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Smith dropping to pass. Buying some time. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's Maddox. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. The run from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in. Inside the 45. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There he goes. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big game.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you can do without taking the ball away.
And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They'll try the run. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scrambling away. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a... of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On the move. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Get it out on the screen. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete.
If you're going to attack and have success against man covers, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes.
He unleashes a long one. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's third and goal and third and long. Firing to the right, complete. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. Looking for the score. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Unloads quickly. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off.
That's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll run for it. Turning it on. Quick step and go. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clemson set up with another first down.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football, and there was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they
catch and stride inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Going to try to get it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Rivero. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Hester. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was in press? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Caught in the backfield. It's Maddox.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maddox. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Finally brought down. The run of play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass escapes him still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Rivero. Quick completion on the out route. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Working on the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Stepping to the right. He's got it on the run. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert.
Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Gossett. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Rivero. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, he's gonna have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 27 to Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air, it's Rivero. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. Just ran over it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after